Hey, what is up heroes, and welcome to a Fairy Tail news video. Just in case you didn't know, Fairy Tail is getting a video game next year for PS4, Nintendo Switch and PC, and it looks incredibly awesome. You have no idea how much I've wanted a game like this to release. Fairy Tail is my favourite anime, and to see it get a game released in the West just makes me so very happy. There have been some Fairy Tail games in the past, but they never released in the West, and to be honest, they didn't look all that great. Apart from the PSP game that looked somewhat decent. Never played it though. But anyway, we're here to talk about the new Fairy Tail game launching in 2020, so let's get into the new news. So, this week in Japan has been Tokyo Game Show, which is just like E3, Gamescom. You know, you get a bunch of new announcements, get some trailers, some information for games, and it's a really cool time. And we got some Fairy Tail information during a Koei Tecmo stream, which, by the way, was all in Japanese. I watched it at like 5:30 AM, had no idea what they were saying, because I don't understand Japanese, but I was just like, cool, looks great. But some dude on Twitter translated it, so if you want to check out the thread, I'll link in the description down below so you can check it out for yourself. But the first bit of information we got is they said after much deliberation, an RPG would fit Fairy Tail much better than an action game, which honestly I agree with. I'm so glad we didn't get a fighting game or a hack and slash type of game. Not that they're bad, but I feel over the past few years, we've had so many anime games that just go for that genre. Depending on how they make this RPG, I think this could be best for the game. Like I could see it having so much potential. So I'm so glad they went for an RPG. And because of this, they went with a studio called Gus to make it. Now, the only game of Gus Studios I've played is Knights of Azure, which was okay. But they're probably best known for their Atelier, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Atelier series, which has been going on for a very long time. I've actually got their newest Atelier game pre-ordered, which comes out quite soon. It's called Atelier Riser Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout, I believe, which is an RPG that actually looks really cool. So if you want to get like maybe a little idea of how Gus Studio makes RPGs, do check out some gameplay from the Atelier series, because it might give you a little glimpse of what the Fairy Tail game might be like. But yeah, made by Gus Studios, which from the look of their newest game, I'm going to say I'm happy with that. So, next up, they say experience the hype story, which, yeah, if you've read the manga or watched the anime, you know the story. It's pretty hype. Dream contest among popular mages. I'm honestly not sure what that means. Okay. Guilds grow together with friends, so you can expand the guild by taking on requests and going out on expeditions. Sounds like a lot of side quest content, which, honestly, in an RPG is just great to hear. And lastly, intense magic battles, which again, if you've seen the anime or read the manga, you know exactly what to expect. There's going to be some epic battles coming up. One really cool thing the game is going to include is original side stories, which are going to delve deeper into characters. Like, I like this a lot, and I'm really hoping we don't just get this with the main cast, but also get it with some side characters that were rarely seen. Like, just name a few. I'd love to see some, like, deeper story behind, like, Alzak and Bisker and their kid, Laxus's squad, like Freed and Evergreen, and that dude that always stares at the request board and like never picks up a request, just always looking at the board, never does anything. Like, I want to know a little bit more about them. I think this is like a really great way to bring the like whole guild to life, and it's not just about Natsu, Gray, just the main cast, not just about them. It's about like a whole guild of people, which I think would just be so cool. But yeah, moving on to where does the game start? So it starts from the middle of the original work, because the series has been ongoing for over 10 years. So to me that's quite vague. I'm not sure where they'll be starting off. Like, you see in footage of the attacks, they're attacking Jalal. So does that mean it starts at the Tower of Heaven arc, because that's where they fight him? Or is it just an attack test dummy to show off some attacks and he's just there to take hits? Because from the start, Wendy's going to be a playable character, and she doesn't join the series until the Ocean's 6 arc. I think I'm pronouncing that right, but could start there. But in a screenshot, I did see Hades, so I'm thinking Tenru Island is definitely going to be included, so it could potentially start there. But going from the anime with filler arcs, you're looking about the Daedalus arc as the midway point, which I think is a weird point to start. I can't remember going from the manga, because obviously it said original work, so you're not going to include the filler arcs, but the midway point would still roughly be around the Grand Magic Games arc, I'm guessing. But personally, I would love for the game to start from the very beginning, I think that'd be a great starting point. Or the Ocean 6 arc, because I quite like that, would be a great starting point. But logically thinking, I think Tenru Island arc as a starting point could make sense, as you could have all the tutorial stuff then, when everyone's like on par with each other, you know, everyone's quite equal, and then you do this 7-year time skip, and then everyone could be like, you know, level 5, starting the game off, enemies are going to be, you know, equal footing to you, because if you just start it, the Grand Magic Games arc, where everyone's, you know, quite strong, you fight some random person, it's just going to be, you know, you think, oh, I'm going to be super strong, but if you start at the 7-year time skip, just forget the whole point of them doing the little intense training, then you can kind of base the game off that. I think that'd be kind of cool, but what do you guys think? Again, moving on, next up we have the first 5 playable characters are Natsu, Gray, Lucy, Wendy and Urza. The game will feature over 10 playable characters. So from the silhouette they showed, you can easily see Gajil, Juvia and Jalal, which 3 great characters to add in. So there's a total of 8 right now at the moment. I would love to see Kana and Mira Jane in the game, and my personal favourite, Guild Arts. But I think he's a bit too strong to be a playable character, and he'll probably become a support character, which on the subject of support characters, the game will have support characters. So in a trailer, we see Makarov come in and just do some work. I think he's using fairy lore. So I'm assuming, as we can't have everyone as a playable character, everyone who we don't get as a playable character will likely become a support character. So I'm assuming Guild Arts will likely just come in, do his like big explosive attack and whatnot. Like anyone that's probably too strong to be a playable character is probably going to be support. That makes me think maybe Laxus could potentially become a support character, because he's pretty OP. I think kind of everyone on maybe Natsu's level, you know, maybe everyone went to like Tenru Island, like maybe Kana, Mira Jane's kind of like on par with Urza. Like, there's a few characters that I could see easily become playable characters, but there's a few that I think could maybe like borderline hit being playable, but just might be too OP to be to become support. So we'll have to see where that goes. But what characters would you guys love to see playable? Like, I think Mira Jane and Kana are just 2 great fits, to be honest. So also, Magnolia Town, where the guild is located, is going to be recreated in-game, so we can go explore the town, which is great. Can maybe break into Lucy's house like Natsu does all the time. One awesome thing, which you've probably caught a glimpse of in the trailer footage in the background, there'll be mode changes during battle, which is going to be so great. Like in the trailer, you can see Natsu go Lightning, Fire, Dragon mode. So expect, you know, kind of late game when everyone's got their mode changes, just some fights are going to be insanely awesome. Everyone going all out. I can just picture it in my head right now. Like Wendy going Dragon Force. It's going to be so epic, dude. And lastly, we will be getting more Fairy Tail RPG information with a stream in October, which I'm really looking forward to. And don't worry guys, I got you covered. When they stream it, I'll give all the information I can for you guys and make another video like this, just going over things, giving my thoughts and opinions. So that's everything. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for the Fairy Tail game? What characters do you want to see playable? And what do you think is going to start? Because I think logically Tenru Island's probably a good idea, because it can just set the story up of like Zeref and who he is and everything, just in case you haven't played, you haven't like read the manga or seen the anime. I think it's probably like a good starting point, to be honest. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys next time. Have a great day. Peace.